This conference will now be recorded.
So, are you struggling to earn $1,000 in network marketing? Man, I wish somebody would have told me this when I first got started. Appreciate everybody for joining us. My name is Jeff Gamble. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. My background is actually in traditional business. We own a couple of them, but I'm also an affiliate marketer, a network marketer, and a speaker, trainer, and coach. So let's get right into this. There are 5 reasons why you're struggling to earn $1,000 period or $1,000 a month in your network marketing business. And let's get right into this. The very first thing is people or leads. Who are you talking to? If you're not talking to people who can buy your product, if you're not talking to people who can afford to join your opportunity, then you're really not going to make any money. It's going to be very, very difficult for you. And where I find most people struggle with this right here, finding people. And there's all different ways out there. There's friends, there's family, there's acquaintances. That's where most network marketers teach, most network marketing companies teach you to start. Is it the best? That's arguable. I know people who have done it through friends and family. If you have influence, if you have a background, if you've built that culture, if not, you'd be better off hunting in the woods and sponsoring golden retrievers and goldfish. Let's be real honest. So another way is cold market. You can go spam people on Facebook all day long. Now I'm on Facebook right now, but I'm doing a lesson. I'm not talking about necessarily a company to join or a product to buy. This is just training. So, this is a great platform, but if you're doing nothing but messaging people like the 3 messages I got today for, hey, would you take the time if the money was right? Are you open? I don't know this person. I've never heard from them. I have no connection with them. My answer is hell no. I don't know you. But if that's how you want to spend your time, that's another way to do it. I wouldn't prescribe to that. The next way is what I consider the professional way. The professional way would be to only contact people who are looking for what you're doing. Those are called leads. Now the question is where do you get them? That's not what we're here for in this particular video. The second reason why you're having an issue making $1,000 a month inside of network marketing is then prospecting whoever you're trying to talk to. What you're actually physically saying to people. Now, here's what I've learned. If you're going to talk to friends, family, and acquaintances, and you're going out with them with, I've got a great business opportunity, you might as well just paint a sign on your head that says, I'm trying to sell you something. And here's what I've learned is people do not want to be sold. Let me repeat this. People do not want to be sold. I'll say it again. People do not want to be sold. They want to buy. Now, how do you get to a point where you want to buy? You basically have to hear information about something that you're interested in. So there has to be a method in which you get information to these people that doesn't come across like you're trying to sell them. Now, I did another video that goes over how to recruit your friends, family, and acquaintances. And it's the way that I've recruited, a lot of my friends, family, and acquaintances by using a technique called don't try to sell your friends, family, and acquaintances. Don't try to sell them. Don't try to recruit them. Ask them for a favor. Say, hey, I want to share something with you. So if you run into the right person, you can refer them to me. There's a process that I take people through, and I'm about to do it again. I'm about to do it again. And I can tell you it works in every case. It works in every case. It works in every company. It works inside of network marketing and it works outside of network marketing. It's just something that works. And it'd be something really good for you to learn if you want to recruit more people. But what do you say? Now, the second thing is what do you say to cold market? How do you build some kind of rapport? Now, everybody says in network marketing, you're supposed to build relationships, which is, yeah, that's true for the people who get in, but it's not true for the freaking prospect. I don't have time to go to the movies and out to eat and, go to baseball games and dinners and concerts with every single person that I want to contact. That's building a relationship. I don't have time for that. What you're looking for is to build rapport. And rapport you can build just like that. It takes about 5 minutes to build rapport. I'm not here to talk about that. I'll talk about that in another video. But rapport is something that, gosh, it's so easy. Tony knows how to do this. Tony's really good at it. But building rapport. Next, the third reason you're struggling to make $1,000 is presenting. It's getting the information in front of people. Can you explain what you do in 10 to 15 minutes without a video? Let me repeat that. Can you explain what you do? Not a sales pitch, but can you give the information on what it is you do and how you do it in 10 to 15 minutes? And the answer, what I'm finding in the field is most people, even people who've been in companies for years, can't do it. Can't do it. And I went over this in another video, but I mean, think about this. If you went to a real estate agent and said, hey, I'm interested in a house, and you said, oh, I can't talk about, like, we're not supposed to really tell people what it is in real estate. I'm going to have you watch a video. And if you like that video, then I'm going to get you on the phone, or then I'm going to get you on a Zoom with somebody else, and they're going to tell you about it. I'm not doing business with you. I'm not buying a house from you. I'm not using you as my real estate agent. Financial services. Tony was just on here. In financial services, can you imagine calling somebody and be like, hey, I'm really interested in insurance policy, and I know that you have an insurance license. Insurance person, wait, no, I can't tell you anything. Corporate gave me this video. You have to watch this video first, and if you watch this video, then I'll get you on the phone with somebody. And then, I mean, can you imagine if that was the process in insurance? People would be like, I'm personally, if you told me that, I'm not doing business with you. If I went to a car dealership and walk in, I'm like, man, I'm really interested in this new 2022 Corvette. And they're like, well, I really can't test drive it with you. I mean, I can show you this video about the car, and then I'm going to get you on the phone with, somebody who's much more experienced in Corvettes and this, that. I'm not dealing with you. So if you wouldn't do that in real estate, you wouldn't do that in insurance, you wouldn't do that in financial services, you wouldn't do that in car sales, why do you think it works inside of direct sales and network marketing? And there's a reason why they did the videos. Initially, the videos were cassette tapes, VCR tapes, DVDs, magazines, and website subscriptions. The reason they did it is because all 5 of these made them money. They were selling DVDs, CDs, tapes, and magazines for years, and they made millions of dollars. Millions of dollars on average. Just to kind of give you the real scoop, on average it was 10 to 1. They made about $10 for every $10 they earned total, they earned in tools, and every $1 they earned in the product or services they sold in the company. That's just reality. That's how it worked. So it was profitable. That's the first reason. And the second reason is I get it. They want you to follow the video because of compliance, because new people tend to talk and go random. And we talked about 10 to 15 minutes. How can you get it out in 10 to 15 minutes? Here's how to get out a great presentation in 10 to 15 minutes. Have it all written down ahead of time. Have what the company is, what the need of the marketplace is, what the products or services you market, what it is, how the compensation works, very briefly. But it's all pre-written. And I've done this for every company I've ever been in. I've done this for people who aren't in my company, aren't in a company that I work with. I've done this for about 30 different companies at this point, helping people design this 10 to 15 minute presentation. And I'm telling you, it is the game changer. It for 2 reasons. First of all, because it's easy and simple and anybody can do it, because all you're doing is reading to them. And I tell people, hey, I just want to read you what it is we do. So that way, if you run into somebody and they're like, okay, cool, what is it? And here's what I realize. Until somebody knows what you do, they cannot refer you. Until somebody knows what you do, they cannot buy. Until somebody knows what you do, they cannot join. They got to know. How are they going to know? By you sending them a website and chasing them the rest of their life? Oh, if you'll just watch this Zoom. Oh, if you'll just watch this. The reason nobody's watching anything right now is because people don't want to be sold. They want to buy. And the approach is a sales approach versus a relationship approach. Hey, do me a favor. That's the reason. So this technique works really good. The fourth reason you're not making $1,000 yet, whether it is in a lifetime or in a month inside of your direct sales network marketing business, is your pipeline. You haven't put enough people into the funnel to generate the money. What people don't realize is just talking to a few people a day is going to lead you directly to bankruptcy. I mean, you're not going to be in business very long. The reason they say 2 a day is here's what they're really hoping. They're hoping that these 2 a days will eventually hit somebody that actually will do the work. What is the real work? The real work is you're getting in front of a lot more people than 2 a day. The 2 a day is kind of like a advertising spiel to get you in the business until you figure out or basically create the belief that you're like, okay, now I really need to talk to 10 to 15 to 20 people a day to really make this work. Yes, that's what it really takes. Filling the pipeline. The pipeline is basically that big funnel of people you're dropping in. Hey, do me a favor. 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 And eventually you spit out enough people that buy your product and or refer you to somebody who buys your product and or recruit somebody who buys the product, because all 3 of those are kind of the same. Enough people where you get to the point where you can earn $1,000. Now, every company has a dollar amount attached to their product. You just have to figure out what is that number. The last reason, this is lesson 5, the last reason, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you kind of a tip on where to go and what to do. And worst case scenario, you're going to go over there and you're going to learn something new that's actually going to help you. Worst case scenario, you're going to have to take a couple more minutes to learn some new stuff to be able to be effective to earn $1,000. But the 5th reason is mentorship. The 5th reason is who are you working with on a daily basis? Somebody who knows what they are doing, who can help you recruit, who can help you sell, who can help you get referrals, somebody that knows what they're doing that's making it work, somebody who's already made $1,000 a month or $1,000 a week or $1,000 a day. And yes, there are people making $1,000 a day. There are people making $1,000 an hour in direct sales and network marketing. How do you get to those people? Well, I'll tell you, if you're not doing anything right now, it's going to be very difficult usually for you to get to somebody who makes $1,000 an hour, right? And I'm talking about somebody who closes, who has a giant organization. To get to somebody who makes $1,000 a day might also be difficult. It just depends on where you're at in the line of sponsorship and different things. And if you're not really doing anything, if you're not showing up, it's going to be difficult. To get to somebody who makes $1,000 a week, maybe a little bit easier, but still going to be a challenge to work with them on a regular basis if you're not doing anything, if you're not showing up, if you're not serious. And then to get to somebody who's made $1,000, guys, sometimes people make $1,000 by accident. They're just at the right place at the right time. Their friends jump in, everybody at work jumps in. They're like, I don't even know how this happened. And they can't give you any training, any advice, because they don't know how they made $1,000. I'm not kidding. I know people in the industry that made $1,000 to $5,000 in 1 month, and they have no idea how it happened. They do not understand the comp line. They don't understand where the sales. They're like, I just know people signed up. That's not a business plan. That's not a long-term plan. That's an accident. Just people got in, right? So what do you do from here? If you want more information like this, I'm going to make a suggestion. My suggestion is you need to go and join our community. The community we built through My Leadership Network is basically a community of people wanting to learn how to build a successful business inside of direct sales, inside of network marketing, inside of affiliate marketing. If you're looking to get referrals, if you're looking to sell product, if you're looking to recruit people, that's specifically what it's designed to do. So I also know that people need leads. So what I'm doing is I'm offering, if you go to joinmyleadershipnetwork.com, join My Leadership Network, I'll put it in the comments below, joinmyleadershipnetwork.com, and you go register, I will give you for free 1,000 leads. 1,000 leads. Then we'll probably need to have a conversation of how to talk to them, right? You know, what you're going to send them, because if you just spam a bunch of links, it's probably not going to work out real well. But there is a technique you can use that we teach called text message marketing. And I'll show you how to do this in just a couple text messages. It's copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And you can start achieving amazing results. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can take some of this information and turn around and actually get to a point where you're making $1,000, where you're making $1,000 a month, where you're making $1,000 a week. If you teach this to a bunch of people, you can make $1,000 a day. Why? I know, because I've done it. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. And until the next video.